Hey everybody, GuanYu15 here. Today we're going to take a look at Renowned Explorers, a simple little game that came out a little while back, has been on my wish list for a while, recently went on sale, so I figured I'd pick it up and give it a shot, just to kind of go through the playthrough real quick so people can understand exactly what kind of game it is, if it's right for you. Definitely doesn't take itself serious, so it's kind of a little bit of a quirky game. Full of secrets, blah blah blah. Alright, so I played through the tutorial, and I'm definitely not an expert at the game, just played once or twice. Or I mean just through the tutorial, and we'll go ahead and get the game going and start. So we'll pick a new game. Discovery mode, let's see. You'll retry whenever you lose and save and load whenever you want. You'll reach new locations faster. No. Adventure mode, you can't reload previous situations. You lose the game, it's over. Game automatically saves and you quit. That's what we're looking for. We're looking for adventure mode. Recommend with classic difficulty for a perilous roguelite experience. So what's classic difficulty? The original difficulty, hard. Requires some mastery to beat? Sure, we'll do that. Select your crew. So we select the captain and 2 crew members. I think that's all you ever get, is basically three crew members. We get to start. We just get to start with these 4, and I think as we get to do more as we unlock people. So we got the scientist, the scout, the fighter, and the speaker. Anna Proskourakova is a bright young scientist who loves the scary power of electricity more than anything. She wants to uncover the secrets of the world. Okay. Harry Walker's a scout. Harry was a street urchin who survived the street of pickpocketing. He's now a cunning and charming leader. Sure. Victor Signac is a decorated military captain. His words and skills motivate friends and focus to foes to follow him. Wants to impress with rare finds. And Yvonne Levette is a cruel mistress, assertive, intelligent, the center of the attention. She wants to see if she can trample the world under her boot. Well, that's the obvious choice, but I like rogues. We're gonna take a rogue. Harry Walker it is. For our second crew member. Oh, okay. So for crew members, it looks like. Oh no, we can't unlock. We unlock all of these with our crew members, but we have none of them unlocked because we just started. So basically, we can just pick some of the other captains. Let's take Victor, and we'll take Yvonne. Let's see, it tells you what they do. Cool. Harry's a glass cannon scout with very high speed and high attack, but barely any defenses. Harry can focus, okay, to make his blah blah blah. Recommended crew, devious or aggressive with Charles and Bi. So that must be these people. Victor's aggressive and friendly. And Yvonne is devious and friendly. Cool, so we'll do these. They're level 2 rogue, level 2 technician, level 2 beguiler. Yeah, okay. That kind of tells you what your crew's composed of, I guess. We're going to start the adventure. I'm going to skip through tutorial stuff, but other than that, we'll kind of talk through as we go. Don't we look like an amazing crew there? Find treasure to gain renown. Become the most renowned explorer. Alright, the Celtic Code. This is it. You just got your Renowned Explorers International Society membership. Harry wants to make a big entrance and wants to investigate a mystic appearance. A Druidic Circle. Rumors that Druidic Circles are here a long time ago. Time for adventure. Let's see what we have to do. Alright, so basically we're trying to get to there. We have a few things to go along the way. We start here. That's where we're at. And certain places do things. So, unexplored. Travel costs 1 supply. There's gold and research to be found here. There's a challenge. Athlete, naturist, or survival is good. Kind of that challenge down there. And it also tells you how many supplies it takes to get there. We have 8 supplies, with our overall goal being to get there and survive before we run out of supplies. So let's just go right down the middle. So basically think of it as encounters. There's basic encounters as you go along, and what your abilities are dictates what kind of encounters you can have. So Ancient Woodlands. What a weird place. The ground is getting increasingly soft and the air starts to smell of foul. Weird rocks stand between the crooked trees. Harry thinks you might have reached a pretty special point in this forest. We'll investigate further. While looking around, Yvonne notices clues to fossilized remains. The crew is getting excited. Oh boy. Could you maybe find your first fossils right in the swampy place? Maybe conducting some research in the swampy areas will yield better results. So it looks like we have a crappy chance to succeed on these. I'm guessing it's based on like naturist or something. Yeah. So if we do this and we succeed, we get a clue. And 2 collect and 1 study. Those are kind of resources you expend at the end of the, or late as you go through the game. Victor, 20%, and she's not going in there because she likes hygiene apparently. That's funny. So we need speech defense. Yeah. So we're not going to do this. 20% is terrible, and normally it's not so bad, but we lose 2 supplies if we fail. Supplies are basically what you do to research places and find other shots. So basically, if we do this, we're probably going to fail. We're going to lose 2 supplies. We're going to have the 6 supplies. We won't be able to move around a little bit, so we'll just keep going. Oh, wait, what? Oh, no. Apparently we could have found better stuff, but we just found some clear amber. Cool. Gives 25 renown and 1 insight. Those are other resources. There's a bunch of resources through this game. Insight, research, status, gold, and then the overall is renown, which we're trying to get to win the game. We got campaign to collect tokens, which at the end of this will allow us to kind of get these items. Alright, let's go. Oh, we got 2 study for that too. Great. So as you can see up here, this is the resources we've collected so far on this little journey. At the end, these are going to be kind of multiplied. This one's good for 4 to 6 research. This one's good for 10 to 15 status and 10 to 15 gold. And as you go about, you can get things to increase these, so maybe they're worth 20 to 30 status, etc., etc. This is our resolve. We have 2 resolve. Once, if a crew member dies or if you fail a challenge, it might tell you you're going to lose resolve. Once all your resolve is gone, you lose. Game over, start over. Let's go up here. I don't think we have very many good people for this starting island. True versus an area that looks like it's never been trodden before. Victor finds a weird, colorful stone. Looks valuable. Sadly, a close look shows the stone is no gold or gemstone. It's absolutely nothing, just a pebble. Great! Nothing happens. I'm guessing if we had the right abilities, then something better would happen. Crew walks over some fallen trees in the forest. When Victor slips and falls, Victor goes tumbling down, landing at the bottom of his first rotten trunk, breaking the trunk in 2. Ouch. Yvonne can't keep it burst out laughing as Victor rolls on the ground in pain. It takes at least 1 full minute before Yvonne notices that the rotten trunk is something interesting. Mold samples! Yvonne mockingly thanks Victor for the research. 2 study. So, we can go right to here. That is basically what will end the... Once we do this, that's what we're looking for. That's the goal. It'll end this part of the expedition. You go on expeditions to try to collect stuff. So instead, we're going to go to here and try to pick up a few more gold, research, artifacts, that kind of stuff. The crew walks through dense part of the forest. They hear a characteristic chirp coming from above. The crew looks up and sees an elusive gold bird. He's being worth a ton to bird trader. Sadly, the bird seems to know that it's very desirable and makes to fly away. The crew already feels disappointed at this missed opportunity when someone's unpredictable instincts kick in. Harry does something unpredictable. He gains the quick thinking and unpredictable. Okay, so basically just pick something to gain quick thinking and unpredictable. Since we get our gold bird. We'll pick, I guess, the captain, Harry? Sure. I could look at my people and see what they have. So their perks, like, they get better as they unlock perks in their abilities. So he's got the rogue perks. He's got mischief and subterfuge. He's got the tactician, and she's got the beguiler. So you kind of want to give it to whoever has. You can't see the question marks. They unlock. Each unlocked perk gives +2 speech, +1 grit. Each one gives +1 attack, +3 armor. Each one gives +2 speech, +1 grit. So this looks like it is a quick thinking. Is that? I think it's this? Beguiler? No, that can't be right. Maybe? I wish it would tell me exactly what type of thing this is, but we'll give it a shot and say it's going to be here. Let's see, in less than a 10th of a second, Harry jumps on Victor's shoulder and reaches out for the bird. The bird manages to get away, but the thrill of the hunt, little feathered friends trigger primal qualities in Harry. He gains the quick thinker, unpredictable perk. So let's take a look at Harry. Alright, so it's an entire skill up itself. Quick thinker is just a different skill set. There's a bunch of unpredictables in there. Gave us +2 grit, +1 speech for every level on that, which is fine. Let's just make sure there's no emergencies on the text. Nope, nothing good. So we're still at 4 supplies, so we'll head over to here. Just your luck, a pack of hungry wolves is following you. Only one way to get out of this. Okay, so this is their combat. Combat's a little strange. We can defend ourselves, that just starts the encounter. The stars, the number of stars is the difficulty, 1 star being the easiest. He's got level 1 tactician, so basically he gets something called tactically prepared, which is a status that he'll get in this fight. Alright, so this tells us what the various awards for finishing the combat in the social category that our enemies are in. So there's 3 different ways enemies can perceive you. Friendly, devious, and aggressive. Normally there'd be rewards under friendly and devious. It looks like there's none. So it kind of basically wants us to finish this in an aggressive stance. It's probably because this is the first board and people are getting their feet wet as far as what's going on. So we want to be aggressive at the end of this combat. Where we start with uncertain mood. But it's very easy to get into it. Where's Victor? Take a look at Victor. He got this. This is a tactical prepare, plus 10 attack, plus 10% attack, plus 10% speech for the first 2 turns. Which is cool. So that's why these are blue. They're buffed up a little bit. Take a look at our wolves. They have speech power and attack power and speech defense. They basically have attack power and speech power, and speech defense and attack defense, and then movement. And Grit does other things. That music's a little loud. I'll turn that down. Okay, so we can take a look, and let's take this guy to start with. He's got a few abilities. His attack, this is an aggressive attack. It changes their attitude to aggressive. Try to enrage, it's a devious attack. It basically does turns their attitude toward devious, and encourage and changes their attitude towards friendly. You can kind of see the damage it will do. So speech power, this basically 110% of speech. So it'll do roughly, what, 32 points of damage. Hit chance 100%, has to be in melee. We can also use it on our friends, which has effects. They become positive, or you can heal them based off 45% of their speech ability. Same thing with Devious here. Does 75% of our speech damage, but only 80% chance to hit, but that was a range, so it ranges 2 tiles. And our basic attack is 100% of normal attack, that's this one, so it does a little more damage, and it has to be done in melee range. Everybody has their own kind of pluses and minuses. You can kind of see that this guy does a little more speech damage, and she does a lot more speech damage. She's got some weird abilities too. They all got kind of weird abilities. What the hell is this? Oh, that's their attitude. So let's take a look at this guy. He's got 25 hit points. If I attack him, it's going to take 32. That'll be fine. He's got a movement of 3, so we can do 1, 2, 3. Basically, you always move first, enemies move second. So let's do a normal attack. Should kill him. And he thrust the wrong way for some reason. So you see, we moved to hostile. No, hostile. We're hostile. Devious abilities are now plus 25%. So any abilities we use that are devious are going to be a little more, or 1/4 stronger. As we use abilities, we can change this back to whatever style we want. So if we use 3 devious abilities, it'll change back to neutral. If we change 5 friendly abilities, it'll change it back to friendly. So if you want to end the combat in a specific style, like friendly or devious, then you'd probably just search for those. And as you move it, so once we move to devious, this would change. This bonus would change. But we're going to start with her. She's devious, right? Yeah, look, she's sad and ooh. Does 100% of her speech, plus 25%, because of the combat node. And so that's going to do roughly, exactly 37 points of damage. His spirit is 25, so that'll kill him. And her movement's 3, and we also have a range here, so we'll sadden the wolf. Oh, wolf's so sad. Oh, and of course he runs away. So you can see this moved up 2. So if we used 1 more devious ability, actually if that counted for 2 for some reason, I wonder why. I'll have to look at that. But it doesn't matter because we want to be hostile, honestly. We do. So because we get the 1 award here for being hostile. So we'll move this guy to here and we'll shoot him in the face, range of 3, attack bonus of 100%. Wolf gets shot in the face. You will hopefully notice that this goes down because it basically resets when you get to aggressive. So it gave us 3 aggressive tokens. At the end, that's going to give us some status and some gold and some small amount of renown. And for the rest of the expedition, he gets +5 armor, +2 attack. I believe that's based on who got the killing blow. So it does become easier to be whatever you're trying to do. So had I finished in a friendly manner, he might get +5 speech, +5 speech defense or something. Threat averted, those wolves will bother you no more. Stories like these will do us well in Renowned Explorers. We get 2 campaign, it's just these things. And we're running out of supplies, so we'll go over here, which actually has supplies. So maybe we can find some. Nice, you found a grove full of edible berries, vegetables, and clean water. This will restock your supplies. We get 3 supplies, great. So that means we can kind of move around a little bit more. We'll head down here, which looks like it doesn't have anything, but we'll set up this. Never mind, we found a hidden hoard. On every expedition, there's a hidden hoard to be found. On these occasions, fate smiles upon your crew. The crew finds... I never found the hidden hoard during the tutorial, so that's kind of cool. So I guess every board has one that doesn't have like a marker on it. What do we want? Do we want discovery, a secret, or a treasure hunt? So the treasure hunt's going to give you more gold. That's going to give you discovery's going to give you more research points, and secret's going to give you more status. I'm going to go ahead and take status. The secret, a juicy secret. And you kind of see this sits over here. At the end, it's like these campaigns, but it gives us a lot more. And where do we want to go from here? Over to here, we got 4. Yeah, that'd be good. There's another weird colorful stone. Looks as worthless as the other one, but the crew is starting to think they might be up to something. So this is just fine if we do it this way. So this is their challenge. Their challenges are there's a wheel, it spins. Basically 70% will be failures, 30% will be successes. If we succeed, we get 2 studies and 1 campaign. If we fail, it's just a stone. We lose 10 armor for some reason. I guess she gets so angry she takes off her armor or something. She's got the best shot, and honestly, if she has -10 armor for the rest of this expedition, I'm fine. So it's not that bad of a failure. So we'll go ahead and do it, mainly so people can see what it is, but also I would do it anyways to take the 30% shot at getting some bonuses. She walks up to the wheel. Ari is good. Oh, you son of a bitch. Skulls are bad, obviously. Yvonne takes another hard look at the weird stone, but can't possibly find anything noteworthy where the crew accepts Yvonne's analysis and continues exploring. Yvonne can't stop wondering about the stone, though, and is a little distracted. Okay, so that's how she loses her 10 armor. Whatever. I'll take it. This one looks fun. There's some status, some gold. Group of wolves being very protective and territorial. They're launching an attack on you. Alright. So I'm kind of hoping that this one gives us a different status bonus, but I doubt it will. Oh, well, cool. So devious. If we're devious at the end of the encounter, then we get the extra bonus. And it looks like they're starting with a wolf behind us, which is fine. So we're going to try to use devious abilities. Again, this gentleman, this wolf here, has a 25 spirit. Devious does 27 damage. Oop, no it doesn't. Why doesn't it? Ooh, what I missed there. Must have missed something. Oh well, no big deal. So we are devious. Ooh. But I do want to kill this wolf. Actually, their speed is what? 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, we want to be... Oh, I don't think we can get out of the way. He has a range of enrage. So we'll go ahead and do that here. Just to keep it all devious. He's annoyed. He goes away. And this gentleman will kind of move up to here and have to do absolutely nothing. End our turn and the wolves go. Take their movement. Can't reach us, they suck. Let's continue to be devious. You see devious gives grit. All your crews gain plus 25 grit. Grit is kind of like a catch-all, I believe. It does a few different things. But let's move her in. She's going to go ahead and... Target becomes saddened. If it's negative, giving it minus 25% speech, that doesn't matter. So this should do 100% of my speech. Speech damage 27. Oh, he had 40. No, he's got 25 spirit. So this should kill him. I'm not sure why it's not killing him. It must have something to do with grit, maybe. Or there might be some sort of modifier that's stopping it, but yeah, it should definitely have killed him. So who's the best speech? He's got a 32, so we'll use that. Go ahead and enrage this gentleman. Anything have to do with the range? You can fumble, you can fail. That's what happened there. Let's see if the range has anything to do with it. Tab to select a new target. That didn't matter. It's still... Be like clowns. Okay, you can see the modifiers in here too. Maybe they're just in here. Nope, thought maybe it'd be in there. So then Wolf's gonna go over and attack me with Bitey attack? Yeah, Bitey attack. Does some damage to her. It's important to note that between encounters, your party heals to full. So if taking damage isn't huge, only dying, because dying makes you lose resolve. And we're still in the devious section, so we'll go on and finish up with him. Hey! Ooh, look. Devious victory. We get these guys, and she gets +5 grit, +2 speech power. So later on in the game, you can kind of like tailor your group what you want them to be. If you want them to be more social, more attack, more devious, then you can get bonuses based on those, and that helps. Best way to beat such animals is by showing them who's boss. The wolves become intimidated by your presence and flee. The fleeing wolves are followed by crying pups. Alright. It's a weird thing to say. Okay, I think we got one more in us, so we're going to head over to here, because we got one supply. Suddenly, here orders everyone to stop. The part of the forest looks different. Maybe someone used to live here hundreds of years ago. The crew starts investigating and finds broken Celtic pottery. Some are useful for investigation, others will get you some coin. Cool. And let's finish up by going to where we're trying to get. If you run out of food, you can keep going, but there's pretty drastic negatives. Like you get -20 armor and -20 damage or something, so you don't really want to run out of supplies. The Druidic server must be somewhere around here. Once you get this expedition will come to an end. You can come back to this place if you wish. So that's basically telling you this is it. As long as you're ready to be done with this one. Druidic disputes. The crew vigorously search through the dense forest. It doesn't take long before you find a standing stone circle. The ruined main mirror must contain valuable information to study it. It must surely skyrocket your position as renowned explorers. However, you hear familiar laughing. Oh no, it's French explorer Rivelier. He's the most renowned explorer, and he takes our shit. Thank you, amateur. Under Rule 24B of the Explorer Manual, fellow explorers should help each other out, and I really need to take the main fear to impress a lady. Explain all the hard work you've done to get here. Rivelier looks at you as if he really cares, and continues, "Oh wow, that's most unfortunate. Oh wow, that is most unfortunate. Maybe you should talk about this with my most intelligent and diplomatic scientist, Lady Cassandra Sharif. I'm sure she'll hear your problems." Well, he takes the mirror. Hey, wait a minute. Before he can stop reviewing his crew, scientist Cassandra steps forward. It doesn't say what she is, so I'm guessing Egyptian, which I don't know Egyptian. Says, "Hello, fellow renowned explorers. I heard you have many problems. No, let me help you with this." Yes, she's not letting you plus. Defend yourself. So basically, it's kind of like a social encounter, not really combat. We'll see what it lets us. So it looks like either way, friendly, devious, or aggressive, it'll always give us something. Cassandra's pleased with your diplomatic approach. Cassandra appreciates you don't deserve the violence. Cassandra thinks you're a brute. So we kind of want to finish at the friendly encounter status if we can. So we got a lot of dudes running around with clubs, mindless followers, henchmen. Alright, so these guys have 14 attack, 14 defense, and 20 spirit. Do we have any area of I don't think we have an area of... Yeah, there's a minus armor. I don't think we have an area of attack or area of effect attacks, do we? Doesn't look like it. And their speed is 3, so they won't be able to catch us if we head up here. His speed is 3. 1, 2, 3. We can use a devious attack. So she's going to move up here. She's going to do an impress, which does basically 29 damage. Should be enough to take him out. Marco! Who's next? We'll take this guy and move up to here. And we're going to do... nothing. We can do a devious attack, but then he has nothing to do, and it puts us towards the devious. We want to end in friendly, so I'm just going to move over to here and put him at friendly. Impress. And you notice when they kind of go away, they kind of turn grayish and they go standing off to the side. It confused me at first. I thought they were still in the fight, but they're definitely not. She moves forward. He moves forward. I wish we had some AoE attacks. I guess you gotta get items or level up or something. And you guys do level up as you go, so you can kind of tailor them a little bit towards what you want. Where could she go? She could go on... she can't... no, she can go to here and use a devious attack at range 2. That puts us... you see this goes up here. Physical attacks have a 50% attack power. So... that's when we're pleasant. Basically, it's kind of like a rock, paper, scissors effect. When you do one, the other one takes effect. I think it's supposed to try to make it harder for you to finish. Hi, kitty. Make it finish with one of the other ones. If you want to be friendly, it's harder to do that completely. Because if they're using physical attacks, you're going to take more damage. So I think I don't want. He has 5 armor, which sucks. So I'm going to move him to here. He's going to use a friendly taunt onto him. And he can move up to here and use, of course, a friendly taunt on him. They are going to attack back. We got her. What is she? She got 90 spirit. Cassandra is a scientist. She is friendly and tries to warn you of diplomacy, but sometimes leaves herself open for attacks. Yeah, she doesn't hit too hard. She looks like she hits with 17. She has really good speech defense, though, so yeah, it would be easier to kill her with physical attacks.
Hey.
That's a good attack. These guys got amazing attacks. Okay, so let's take him over here and do an encouraging attack. You can kind of see, based on how much damage it's going to do. So it's only going to hit her a little bit, but it'll be enough to kind of whittle her away. We're going to take her, and we're going to sadden him. Oh, so sad. Oh, that was hurtful. And his ability is... He doesn't actually have his... Oh, revive crew members. They can all revive crew members. They basically come back up. They come back up immediately and can act immediately, so sometimes it can be better to do that, to revive them once they fall. Unfortunately, when they fall, you lose renown. Not renown, but is it renown? It's this stuff. Resolve. And when you lose on resolve, your game ends. She's running away. Ooh, she's got area attacks. Look at that. Ooh, he actually fucked up. Ooh, they're actually both pretty messed up. Wow. Okay, so let's see if we can kill her this turn. If we can't... Oh, yeah, okay. If I couldn't, I was going to heal. So, like, I was going to pick him. And you can do this encourage, and you can encourage her, and she'll heal a little bit, like that. It's pretty nice. But instead we'll just take him, impress her, and that should be enough to finish the combat. Yay! That doesn't matter because it's only for the expedition. So then we're going to see kind of our reward section. Oh my, you're quite... Yes, I was rooting for you. I'll be rooting for you. Yes, please take some research paper we've collected. Sorry that I couldn't help you with their problems. Cool. All crew members gain speech permanently increased by 1. Interesting. He's gone with the main men here, which must be a stone? He carried out a stone? Suddenly, a hooded figure appears. Druid pops over for us. Amazing how you handled that encounter just now. Your friendly solution is admirable. I'm honored that someone like you is looking for our history. Allow me to help you with a divination. Please tell me, what is it you dream of? Okay. I don't know what these are. Basically, they're treasures, but I don't know what the difference is. I guess we'll... Yeah, I have no idea what the difference is. So I'm guessing the most famous explorer is like renown. Wealthy is more gold. And this is a sciencey one? I'm gonna pick sciencey. 13%, 75% chance to get the sea sapphire. Ooh, a science, noble cause for sure. Since you're excited to be discovered every minute. Yep, there we go. Let's see if we get our treasure. Is it the sea sapphire? You sea sapphire. Okay. Yeah, so it's basically the bonus it gives you is based on... So, it gives us 3 study and then plus 1 study whenever we enter a nature challenge for the first time. So nature challenges are going to get us more study. And that's kind of what you want to do is tailor it towards it. With the last you find, your expedition still concludes on a high note. However, it's not clear if you want to be the most renowned explorer, you'll have to beat Rivlier. Now it's personal. We'll go back to London. So at the end here we get our little reward screen, our treasures, and the resources that we gathered, which increases... Crap. Alright, so there we go. We got some gold, some status, some research arena, which are all currencies that you use. And we're down here, Harry Walker, and we're trying to get up to 2,500 to beat Matthew Rivlier. We're an awesome autocrat. Back in London, you did a magnificent job. The more renowned explorers in the ocean side is impressed by your exploration skills in the Highlands. From this achievement, Chairman Pinkerton gives you an upgrade to your airship, which will allow you to carry more supplies. That's cool. Thanks. We don't need to do that. Ooh, +2 supplies capability. Awesome. So we're up to 10. So this is our map. You can see you only get 5 expeditions, the first one, and then 4 other ones to get your renown. This bad boy up here, up to the number 1 level. But as we go, we'll be able to kind of collect more treasures and hopefully snowball into a lead of some sort. There's a few different things you can do while you're here. We'll look at the item shop first. That's where you spend your gold. Alright, there's a compass, which gives us resist damage from enraged speeches, and gave us the survivalist perk. Monkey wrench, resist damage from terrified speeches, and gave the engineer advanced tools perk. Or we could upgrade it and then unlock some other ones. It actually looks like you need to be different ranks for these other ones too. This is what you can hold, 3 slots. We start with a bunch of crap. We won't buy anything right now, we might come back to that. This is our status. Status is what we use to buy an entourage. We have 2 places right now, Stockholm and Madrid. We can buy helpers. So say we buy a lobbyist for 50 renown. Is that renown? Status, sorry. He will give us 1 to 3 status from any campaign tokens we get. The student gives us 0 to 1 research from any study tokens we get. And the merchant gives us 1 to 3 gold from any gold or collect icons we get. So it's nice to have as many helpers as you can afford. And then there's also specialists. What is upgrade? Upgrade is level 2 to unlock new specialists and helpers. Oh, cool. I didn't know that. Specialists allow us to get, you can only get 1 per area. So Stockholm we can only get 1, Madrid we can only get 1. Maybe if we upgrade it, that's different. But I'm not sure. Actually, I bet you they just get stronger. Like if you upgrade to level 2, these guys probably get stronger. But anyways, they do a little bit more. General Olaf, Olafsson gives you +1 or +2 collect whenever a level 2/5 tactician succeeds on the adventure wheel. The adventure wheel is that little skill thing that we did. Bobo, the misadventurous, we will never recruit him. It also gives you the tactician defense or offense perk, and this gives the beguiler sense of humor storytime perk, so you can kind of remember these perks over here. We can kind of move people up. So if we gave it to her, beguiler, what was it? Beguiler something something. If we gave this to her, beguiler sense of humor, then she would have 3, and she would get an additional +2 speech, +1 grit. So basically, these are always permanent, but when you... let's just pick one. Fuck it. They're really expensive. So we're just going to do helpers. Actually, we're going to upgrade one just to see what it does, because I've never upgraded. So right now, 1 to 3 status and 0 to 1. We'll upgrade them. 1 to 3 status, 0 to 1 research. Oh, but it gives you... Does this give you 2 now? That's cool. Kind of looks like it does. Let's buy some students and find out, shall we? That seemed to do nothing. Oh, it just unlocked how many there were. So that's how many there are to research. Does they upgrade some levels to unlock new specialist helpers? So I think they're the exact same. It's just that you can do more, which doesn't seem amazing to me. I am gonna get one of these dudes and one of this chick. So this is only good for buying more, which isn't super important because there's usually places like we can go to Madrid and get them. I mean, I guess we might run out eventually, but or maybe if you want to get specific types, like I kind of like to get the status guys. I'm gonna get some status guys and kind of get good status so I can unlock more guys. So that's the status. We also have research. Yay, research! We unlock research that does stuff. Unlock observations. Choose this field if you want to advance through research faster. Unlock history. Choose the field you want to make most of your actions in cities. These we cannot unlock until we get to, looks like, 2 expeditions. And then it does say completing all research in this project will unlock plus 50% renown for either gold status or research, which is pretty cool. What is this? +2 supplies, I like that. You gain 1 supplies, gain 1 supplies capacity for each expedition you complete. Oh, interesting. So those are expeditions, so eventually we can get up to like 14 food or so. Well, plus the +1, it's like 15 food. That's cool. 1 insight every time you finish an expedition. I like insight, actually. Insight's cool. We'll do that next. What are these? Students join your entourage. Plus 2 insight. Oh, so we just get a student? So this is kind of like short term. Plus 1 study when you see the adventure wheel. Let's unlock history, because as we know, history is amazing. Upgraded Encourage Hall costs -40 status. Or Entourage Hall, which we did. Okay, that's the Entourage Hall that we upgraded. So do we want 5 lobbyists join your entourage plus 5 campaign? I don't know what the campaign means. I want this thingy first. It does go up. Oh, we can do both actually. Plus 15 research. We're gonna get that. We're gonna grab this. So we don't have enough research. We need 35. We have 33 to unlock one of these next ones. But luckily we have insight. What do you do with insight, you ask? Good question. You do jobs, basically. So we can do jobs. Jobs available. We can lecture in London. We can do some Paris campaigning, or we can do Berlin University jobs. We go to Berlin University, and basically we cost 1 insight, and we teach. Gives us 8 to 14 research, 8 to 14 research. They're all 8 to 14 research. So he'll do it, and we get 12 research. And then let's go to Paris, and what is this? This is 24 to 42. Ooh, she does good. 36 to 63 status, so we'll go ahead and take her for this. It's just a way to like more optimize what you want out of the game. Anybody good at gold? Ooh, he's really good actually, because he gives 26 to 38 gold and 11 to 18 status. Actually, he gets 3 and they reach 30 to 45. Take some gold. Oh, they weren't each that one. That's my bad. What do you think? Didn't mean to do that. Did not mean to do that. Oh well. I meant to do status some more. We'll use our last insight. There's no reason to save them. So we can do our research. Let's take one of these. Plus 1 campaign whenever you enter an encounter for the first time. Plus 3 campaigns whenever you enter an epic encounter. Okay. Plus 1 extra token from each study, campaign, and collect where you spend insight when you spend insight on the world map. Okay, extra token. Interesting. Lecture expert. That doesn't seem bad. But we can't do it yet. I mean, we can, but it's not as useful as this. So we'll take this, and then next time we'll do this, and then we'll be able to lecture more to get more, and then we'll do that. So we'll take this one. And we kind of want to get them all done, just so we can get that 15 renown. Complete all research will unlock. Gain 15 renown whenever you acquire a helper entourage. Alright, so we want to kind of save some of this status to wait till this is done. I was going to recruit somebody too, but I don't think we need to. Yeah, these are expensive. I wonder if they're cheaper over here. I don't think so. I think it's based on your how many you've recruited, I guess. You could take a specialist over here. Gain extra 1 campaign if you resolve an encounter friendly. Oh, that's nice. Actually, I think I'm going to kind of focus on friendly, so I'm going to buy this guy. Yeah. Good job, guy. And we've pretty much done anything. We can go and, I guess, buy an item if we want. I don't really want the compass, I guess. So this gives survivalist, engineer. None of my people have that stuff, which should be fine. I should take a compass. I'll take a compass. He's got an extra slot. It gives him some cool stuff. So we'll buy that. And so you can see he has a survivalist. Oh, it also leveled us up somehow. We must have leveled up from that. So let's level up. Level up is very simple. You just basically pick a perk. You choose between 2 as you go up the ladder, and you can go back and forth, so it's not a huge deal. This one says, perk upgrade. The training cannot be selected. Gain the Beguiler storytelling perk, or gain the Rogue bluffing perk. I'm going to pick Rogue. He's going to kind of focus on Rogue. Gives him a +2 grit, +1 attack. He is going to either get military history or politics, and as we all know, military history is the best thing to get. So he's pretty good. And she gets either Beguiler or Rogue Mischief. He's already got Rogue, right? Yeah, so I'm going to just focus her on Beguiling. Cool. And we're good. We're ready to go. So what do? We choose an expedition. Where should we go? Who knows? We can choose between Oh, we have to choose this. This is just places, sorry. These are just places we've unlocked. So, we choose expedition. Pow! These are places we can explore. We can go to the Hungarian fort, which is 2-star difficulty. We've already done the Irish Isles. We can do the Mali mystery, which is 2-star difficulty. Or we can do the Caribbean island, which is 2-star difficulty. If you look at them, it'll tell you a little bit about what they give you. So we're looking for a secret alchemy lab. Devious is good. Tactician, archaeologist, quick thinker, and diplomat is good. And you get lots of status. Over here, aggressive is good. Expect nature challenges. We don't really have anybody in nature challenges. We're going to stay away from that. And down here, mysterious witch doctor. Friendly is good. Expect plenty of rogue, athlete, beguiler challenges, and you want to be friendly. I would normally do this because we're trying to focus on friendly. However, I gotta tell you, I already did this one. I did the Mile mystery. Didn't I? Maybe I didn't. No, I did. I think I did that other one. I did this Irish one. So, anyways, we're gonna do this. Let's take it. Let's launch our expedition. Check the time. Recently, the world has grown interested in cultural treasure from West Africa. A group of people who like study understood still lives there. The prosperous clan lives in a large village somewhere near here. Harry is positive he can find treasure. Let's go. There's the village we want to get to. Sounds good. And we want. However, this village has not been kind to strangers. The village's witch doctor always refused the pleas of travelers. They say he finds them boring and rude and could not touch his heart. If you want the best results, you'll have to find out how to please the witch doctor. Okay. Onward. So our goal is to get there. Our goal is to move around. We got 10 food. We would normally continue, but I'm going to end it there, and we'll try to come back, and we're going to save and exit because we cannot just save. We'll try to come back and do a little bit more for the next time, but just want to do a little quick intro, and next time we'll go ahead and do that first expedition. Maybe we'll kind of do one expedition per time, and we'll go from there. So until next time, Guan Yu 15. See ya.